Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Welcome to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. Welcome, Coach Mac.
We're here.
We're here, last show of the season.
We made it. Yeah, I hope not ever, but you never know.
Last show of the season, the rise and fall of the Mick and Mac Show. Speaking of the Grand Lux Inn, we appreciate their sponsorship this year. They've been great to us. We got to visit there and do a show at the Grand Lux, and I hope we get to do some more of that next year. If we're back, we get to go do some on location recordings. Also, Payless Auto, they were getting their asphalt redone or
don't
sealed.
worry about it.
Don't worry, they're still there.
But as all the posts go, they've been selling too. So I was like, maybe they just been selling all their cars.
Yep, feel so good. Great coffee. Check them out. K&S Trophies. I visited them the other day, working on some stuff. Hard Rock Tattoos. You probably visited them the other day.
Always.
I need to go visit them too. Sundrop Shop.
Yep.
You know Sundrop Shop's newest employee.
Emily
Shuran, serving at Sundrop Shop. You have to go see her. Tullahoma Lanes, home of one of the greatest hamburgers in town.
And if you need somewhere for your kids to go this summer, they got great specials.
Oh, yeah, great stuff. And, of course, Sharon Wagner with Exit Realty, she will sell your house.
Yep.
Or find you one if you need one.
And from what I'm seeing around town, she's going to have a lot of houses to sell.
Yeah. All right, so we got some recap. We're gonna bring our special guest on here in a little bit, but we got some recap first. Let's talk about what's happened in Tullahoma athletics.
Well, there was a lot happening on Friday.
Yeah.
And early this week, Friday of last week and early this week, we had spring football game. Thought the Cats looked good. Spring is hard to tell. You got a lot of new.
Some pictures.
Yeah, a lot of new faces, and you're installing some kids coming out of sports. So we don't. Our philosophy with football is we don't rush them in because and just throw them back in it. Work their way back, especially if they're coming off another sport like baseball, tennis, whatever it may be, just to cut down on injuries.
Yeah.
And it gives the younger springs to get kids excited about the summer and going into the fall, but it also to get those young kids up and ready. And every year, it's just like any other sport. Every year you get a lot of kids that want to try something new.
Yeah.
And it's a time for them to see if that's something they like or maybe not for them.
I love to talk to Cody at the gym the other day, talked to Cody and Race about how if they saw anything different from their programming with their conditioning and things like that. That'd be a good conversation at the beginning of the year for sure.
Just to see the difference. Well, it's already changing.
Yeah.
In terms of June, it's like a freshman. I'm going to tell you the wrong days, but it's like freshmen are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and varsity is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Like we used to be 4, sometimes 5 days a week in the summer, but now we're gonna get in what we need, rest, recovery.
Yeah. And
it's June, and these kids, they're kids. They need to be kids, have fun.
I agree. I like it. So what else we got going on?
Also that Friday, TMS tennis, huge. Go over there.
That was great. We saw the celebration on Facebook. And if you didn't get to see it, go back and look. It was a great celebration.
It was awesome because Harris was 15-0. No one had beat them. I want to say last year they were the champions too. And we're talking about on the boys side. So the way it works is you play 9, and the first 1 to 6 or 5 technically, but it was 6 for us. We go 6-0 in singles.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even play the doubles.
Wow.
And so it was awesome. And they led by Cooper Heiss, kid that he had struggled with this year.
Yeah.
I wore him out 6-2.
Really?
Yeah, you and I know Cooper.
Yeah.
Emotions, like it was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah.
I love it.
And so they become district champs. Girls comes down to the last match, doubles match, and lose 5-4. But still, right? And it was close doubles match.
Yeah.
It was close, but it was good. So tomorrow on with tennis, now it goes singles and doubles.
Okay.
So the odd thing is you got to pick one. You can't play both.
Really?
Yeah. So like my kid plays, she had to pick. So she and Ingrid are going to play doubles. And it's a smart move on her part because there's 3 girls in that district that are tough.
Yeah.
Like she's not going to beat playing singles.
Yeah.
And so, but she and Ingrid might have lost once or twice this whole year.
That's good.
So, and then Cooper Heights, they had their little celebration last night. Cooper Heights MVP, Ingrid and Hartley MVP.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was good for them. But tomorrow, 9 o'clock in Chebyville, it starts, and it'll be a whole day event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, tell me you ought to see the bracket. It looks like a gambling addict on March Madness. I mean, it's just bracket here, bracket here, bracket. Like
it's just an endless
yeah,
bracket.
and you don't know anyone because it just got last name. It's like Coffee, Shuran, 4.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I don't even know how to come up with that. But and then Friday we had the CTC track.
Yep. Yeah.
Over at Coffee.
Yep.
West girls finished 2nd, boys finished 3rd. East girls finished 4th, boys finished 3rd. Had a couple of records broken 4x1 in the girls at West.
So it's hanging up on the wall.
Oh, it will be shortly. And then Ava Hill at East set a long jump record for East, and she's also. I told you they're going to state in Knoxville next week.
That's wild.
And so and she's headed there for that. And then we have a few athletes from West headed there as well. And that was just Friday.
Yeah,
So earlier this week. Softball.
Yep.
Hey, they went on an amazing run.
Big run.
And they played on Friday as well to go on that run, but they went on a run and one game away from district championship in the tournament. And I think they were the low seed in there, and they just ran. They came out of the losers bracket, ran through everyone, knocked our friends from Franklin County out.
Team from the South.
Yeah. And so played Lawrence, who had to beat them twice, lost or won the first one. Lost the second one, so then I believe they went to Battle Creek on Monday. Played a tough Battle Creek team, and from what I gather, talking to coaches, just kind of ran out of juice, ran out of steam, which that'd take a lot out of
adrenaline. Yeah, it does. Got that adrenaline going, and it just ran out.
Yep, and then boys soccer.
Oh yeah,
which
man.
I know you're a fan of now.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a soccer fan. I've been thinking about it all this time.
And we see this goal that we're showing you on air. It actually was called back.
Yeah, I heard.
And from people that were there, said that the goal went in, celebration starts, and you can't see it, but on the other side the flag goes up. Yep. And you and I both know. I mean, we make no bones about it. You're gonna have to win by like if it's basketball, you got to be up by 10 or 20.
Yeah.
Soccer, you better be up by 2 goals.
Yeah.
Because you're in the Upper Cumberlands and anything can happen up there.
Anything happens in Upper Cumberland.
It's like being on the living in the Appalachia. You don't know what's going to happen. You're going to make it out. But
good comparison.
Great season for them.
Yeah, that was a great season.
And lost 3-2, and that goal put them up 3-2.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's sad that's how that was decided.
But
great season though for sure.
I saw Gage today in the training room, and I mean he's fired up, ready to go again. He's getting ready for basketball.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
So. That's all I have.
Well,
well, that's Thursday because of the show. Boys baseball, middle school went to Lawrence County, played E.O. Kaufman, battled, and just ended up. I tell you what got them, and this is a rule. It's crazy rule, but what really got them was pitching. They
ran out innings.
Yeah, they used too many, you know, and so then they were having to rotate kids and be very strategic about it, and that just. And
that's tough.
And it just goes to show, like, it takes more than one or two.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they threw their 1 and 2 and they just ran out, but they fought to the end, did it with class, and they had a great year. You know, a lot of people didn't. It's hard to say in baseball, but didn't have a whole lot of expectations. Knew they would compete in their little area, but I mean, they probably beat the #1 team in the state in their classification in Blackman Blackman.
Oh yeah.
So
big time.
Yeah, it
big
was
time.
awesome.
Good season for them too. We got a few announcements before we go to commercial. I want to make sure that everybody knows about the Lakewood Ladies Golf Association Invitational Golf Tournament.
There it
It is Thursday, June 18th at 2026. Registration and breakfast at 8 a.m. and the starting time is a 9 a.m. shotgun start. The entry fee is $200 per team. That includes breakfast and lunch. It's a 2-lady scramble. Some other things, cash prizes, things like that, but you must RSVP by June the 11th. So make sure you contact the Lakewood Ladies Golf Association and get on that team. Get your team out there. Reminder: Mario Braston's GoFundMe on Facebook. Go see Steve Berry's page or Thomas Davis's page. There's a GoFundMe there. He's trying to raise some money for some cancer treatment. He's a great Tullahoma athlete, just a great person all around. Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And he's been struggling for a while with it. And this is an opportunity to help him out tremendously. So
if you ever talked to Mario, you wouldn't know.
No, you never know. And
he doesn't even bring it up.
No, he doesn't.
You know?
He doesn't. I wanted to add one. This wasn't on our list, but a former student of mine, Deacon Wilson, was in an accident a year ago or so. It's been a while, but he was severely burned. He lost some limbs. He also has a GoFundMe. So Deacon Wilson on Facebook, he's trying to get a bionic arm, and it costs quite a bit of money. So go to his Facebook page on Deacon Wilson. I think it was where you can find him. Great kid. Wishing him the best, and I hope people can help contribute to that too. With that being said, it's commercial time. Oh, basketball tryouts. Where is that one? I don't. What date is that? East Panthers basketball tryouts.
Oh, I know.
You know exactly about that. Tell us about basketball tryouts.
Next Thursday, returners, 6 to 7:15 at East. Be a brand new floor. Might be the first team back on that floor.
Nice. Nice.
So have tryouts. Make sure you have your physical. Just come prepared. And then the following Tuesday, day after Memorial Day, we've got everyone coming.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And then,
in case you didn't know, Coach Mack is coaching the East Panther girls.
That's what I hear.
That's what I hear too. So we're excited about that.
I'm excited too. I know the Memorial Day week. If you can go to Facebook, Tullahoma Girls Basketball, and they have a QR code there. But they're running a camp that week, that first week. So go on there, get your kids signed up, get them out of the house. Do what I do. Tell them touch grass.
Yeah.
Get them moving.
All right. Well, we're going to go to a commercial break. Don't forget, when we get back, 931-393-0081. You can call in, ask your burning questions. And we're coming back with Dr. Stevens.
Yep.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Payless Auto Service and Repair, located at 2013 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma, specializes in tires, brakes, suspension, oil changes, engines, and transmissions. Offers a 24-month or 24,000-mile warranty and free diagnostics. Payless is a veteran-owned auto shop and is home of the 25-25 oil change all day, every day, and offers Payless Tire Deal. Buy 3, get 1 free all day, every day. Call for an appointment, 931-455-6600. And Payless Auto Sales, located at 607 South Jackson Street in Tullahoma. Let Payless Auto show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. We believe fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the right car, priced to fit your budget. Shop our virtual showroom of cars, trucks, and SUVs online, then stop by and get a test drive. Payless Auto, located at 607 South Jackson Street, Tullahoma, 931-455-6111.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
Some connections are better than others, like connecting with nature or reconnecting with an old friend, connecting with the ball, and connecting with a cause. At LightTube, our goal is to help you stay connected, not only with lightning-fast internet and local support, but by advocating for those better connections. Stay connected to the people in your life. Sign up for LightTube today.
Welcome to Fuel So Good, located at 1407 North Jackson. Fuel So Good is Coffee County's only organic coffee roaster. All of the coffees are certified fair trade and organic. In addition to the wonderful coffee, Fuel So Good offers a large bakery selection. They provide cakes, pies, bakery items for your special occasion. All bakery items are made fresh, in-house, daily. We also offer light breakfast and lunch items, potato, egg, and cheese wrap, breakfast sandwich with Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese, the best around. Chicken salad wrap for lunch, vegan bean salad. All the salads, even pimento cheese, can be sold by the half pound. They have yogurt, they have parfaits, and they also have fudge. So for a great cup of coffee and something sweet or healthy to eat, go by Fuel So Good at 1407 North Jackson Street.
On Saturday, May 16th, join the folks from Shepherd's House for the second annual Ducky Derby at Splash Island. It's a full day of events at the water park, from the scavenger hunt and derby hat fashion show to the duck race at 3 along the lazy river. Proceeds benefit homeless women and children. All the fun starts at 10:30 on the morning of May 16th. Be sure to register your $10 duck by May 12th online at shepherdshouse.tullahoma.com.
All right, welcome back to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. We have none other than Dr. Stevens.
I'm so excited.
We're excited. This is.
I want to answer the
I was excited at first, but I have a doctor and a doctor. So you ever? I know you two don't, but you ever feel like the dumbest person in the room?
Yeah, actually, I do. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
No.
Yeah,
That's funny.
And if you do want to answer the phone, we don't pick it up. We just hit this button right here. We'll prompt you, and you can answer.
Oh,
You can touch all the buttons.
magic.
If anybody calls, sometimes people call, sometimes they
Sun
don't.
drop. Could put on a football helmet.
You could
Do
do
whatever,
all
yeah.
sorts of
I
stuff.
love it. I like the setup.
So usually, how we start this off is we get our guests to basically tell about themselves, talk a little bit, because although everybody here knows you,
Yeah.
we have people listening in Australia.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and
What?
other places,
Down.
South Carolina,
Yep.
Georgia.
Everywhere. Michigan.
Yeah, so weirdly enough, I don't know where these fans come from, but they're listening, so they don't know you. So
Very good.
so let's talk to them and tell them who you are.
So back in the 1960s,
The 1900s.
Mhm.
I was born in Sweden. You may not know that.
I think you told me that.
Very good. And my name, I have a French mother and American father. So my siblings and I were born overseas, so our names are unique. My name spelled looks like Catherine, but you both know it's pronounced.
Katrine.
That's right. It's really Catherine. Let's hear it.
Katrine.
Look at that. That's really
Bless
great.
you.
I love it. I love it. And so, that's how my journey began. And we have moved about as a family. My dad was in the military. He was in the Army. And I have two older brothers. I have a younger half-sister. And anywho, how did I get to Tullahoma? Well, that was a fun journey, actually. I have been an educator in Virginia and in Texas
Oh, wow.
and in Tennessee.
Wow.
Yes, and I have different college degrees from Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, 4 different degrees, and
Virginia Tech, right?
go Hokies.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was making sure.
Let's go. Hokies. That's right.
No Wahoo.
That's right. No Wahoos. Absolutely not. But anyway, I joined here in Tullahoma 6 years ago. came from Franklin, Tennessee, where I was in Franklin Special as the assistant superintendent there, and just felt a call to come here. Actually, it was when Dr. Lawson first announced his retirement. My heart sort of pulled, and I thought, ooh, I'm supposed to apply, and I quieted my heart because I was really happy where I was, loving what I was doing, and I'm feeling really good about things. And then a year later, there was another change. My heart pulled again, and I realized, wow, I really need to consider this. I really need to look into this. I'm a faith-filled person, so there's a lot of prayer involved and a lot of thought and talking to my spouse, and I looked at a year's worth of board meetings. It was really fun.
Well, it sounds like it.
And social media, newspaper, all the things. Just bottom line, I got called here. I was fortunate to be selected to be interviewed. Went through what I would consider to be one of the most challenging interview processes I've ever experienced in my career, and left that night very late in the evening thinking, this is home. It's where I'm supposed to be. I hope they agree. And they did. They did. And they offered me the opportunity, and I came. I interviewed before COVID. I was named before COVID.
And then it hit.
And then it hit. And I came and signed my contract a few weeks later, and I was on one side of the room, and Mr. Welsh was on another side of the room, and I thought, what has just happened? And here I came. And I've been here ever since, and I have loved every minute through the challenges of COVID all the way to all the successes we've had with our students academically, athletically, artistically, and beyond. It's just an amazing place to be.
It is a great place to be. I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of the first times I ever met you, I was, and of course, I've been in Manchester for 8 years, spent almost 20 years in Tullahoma, but I introduced myself, we talked for a little bit, and you asked me specifically how, you said, what is Colin, what is Emily doing? And I was like, she's good. She's good. So I knew at that point, I was like, we're going to be friends. This is going to be good.
And we are.
That's right. That's
and
right.
I love that. And I love that. Well, my heart has always been with students. They are first. And that's what it's all about. So, yeah, it's been a joy.
Good journey.
Yeah, really good journey.
And if I'm not mistaken from our conversations that we've had, plan on staying here.
Yes.
After retirement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well,
this is now home.
Before traveling.
That's right. You got that right. Actually, our adult children also have moved here.
So
locked in.
Our children and their spouses, our grandkids are all here.
That's awesome.
We're going to have a fourth grandchild join the mix here in August. So we're very excited to meet little Lucy. And she will round out the family there, and our kids are in Tullahoma City Schools. Our grandkids, I should say, are in Tullahoma City Schools. So yeah, we're fully invested. We've got one in Little Cats.
There's something neat about being. I grew up when I was young age. We lived in Knoxville, and my grandparents lived here.
Yes.
And so we ended up coming here at some point when I was in 5th grade, and both my grandparents were still, one in Winchester, one in Tullahoma, and being able to grow up with them there is a completely different situation than most people's, they're able to have. And I think I love it. I loved it. I was at their houses, and they were part of my life, and that's a great thing. So good for you.
The interesting thing, we do Sunday night dinner.
Oh, we did that.
And we have a ball, and I will tell you, our grandchildren are upset if ever we try to derail that Sunday evening plan. One has actually wanted to make sure she got home in time from being with another set of grandparents because she needed to do Sunday night dinner with this set of grandparents. Isn't that great? And they're going to be our kids are literally around the corner from us, both of them.
That's great.
Walkable.
That's great.
Walkable. Yeah.
Now it is. Now you say that, but I don't know. When retirement hits, you might be.
I'm available a lot more.
You're a little too convenient.
Yeah, I know. Our house is the snack shack.
That's right.
We have visitors all the time. I love it. I love it so much.
So when you first took the Tullahoma job, what did you think would be the most challenging? And I'm gonna say you can't use COVID.
That was the
it
most
was
right. I'm sure.
I would say actually with that, I'm a relational leader. So as you know, I really like to get to know the people that I work alongside. I like to get to know the parents because that's really how we connected. And so in that situation, you couldn't really gather, right? So probably the biggest hurdle was, how do you come in from the outside to try to establish trusting relationships and build relationships with students, with faculty, with families, with community and beyond, when you really can't.
Right.
So that was probably the biggest challenge, and I instituted what I've maintained for 6 years, and that's the monthly visits at the schools,
Right.
where I sit down for a day, and I just am available to listen to and hear, and we have really good conversations. Sometimes people share personal things going on in life, and we just have those conversations. Other times it's related to work or maybe graduate school or pursuits, and so it was really part of the challenge was relationships. When you are not a part of a committee or community that's a small town where people really are interconnected, know each other well, lots of family connections, all the things, that's probably the biggest challenge. And it's because of my style of leading, which is relational and very student focused. So wanting to make sure I got to know everybody.
And I do remember, I think the first time that there was a meeting like that wasn't awkwardness of the COVID was all the way to December of that year at West.
Yes, you're exactly
and it was
right.
because it was like, well, we can't do it. You can't have this many people. Then it was, you can't have this many people gathered. And I think that was the first time.
You're
but ever
right.
since then, it's been,
Yeah.
So you have those meetings. Did you start that because you weren't able to?
Yes. So
Okay.
that was an answer to the challenge of COVID.
Right.
Like, I have to figure this out. So I am going to get into a building, and even if we have to be spread out, I want them to hear me, hear my heart, get to know me, but I also want to figure out who they are as individuals, as employees, as team members. Yeah. Well, what happened, I did it all in a set of like 3 months, which was wild because I sit still and I don't do anything else, which means you come back to the office and you're inundated with emails and all the things, right, waiting on you. But throughout that first experience, people would say to me, well, are you gonna do that again? Or I would have responses like this: I've never sat in a room with the superintendent before. I've never had this. And so through that, it caused me to realize, while COVID initiated that, it was really something that was powerful, and it simply needed to be maintained. And so I spread it out, do it once a month, so it's much easier to manage. And then each year I would switch out the months so that I would have different schools at different times of the year. And it's really been fantastic and has helped drive decisions.
This year was the best, and it was because you changed it. You did it individually, like you used to do it in group, like grade levels or related arts. But this year she went, and I don't know, maybe it's just at West you did that, but it was one-on-one.
Personal.
Yeah,
Personal.
it was awesome.
Here's what's interesting about that. That was organic.
Okay.
So I never had an intention for it to be this way, like it's teams, it's whatever. But at certain schools, it just kind of happened. Like the team would sit down at X time, which was fine. Yeah. That's no problem. But this year, at multiple schools, it changed. And it was so organic, where I think people felt so comfortable that they realized, maybe I don't need this safety net, and I can just have that conversation one-on-one. And those were powerful conversations. I mean, I truly enjoyed that opportunity.
You know, Cody and I have talked about on the show, actually, that when we were in school, we go to graduation and we're like, who's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy?
That's our superintendent.
Dr. Emory,
Dr. Emory. We didn't even know who he was.
Never knew who he was.
Yeah.
The day he graduated.
Yes. Well, a funny story.
Completely different now.
Yes. So my husband, when we first got here and I was getting to know the kids, and we're into, say, even year 2, let's say, he would make comments like, well, they don't know who you are, you know. And I'd say, no, they really do. And we'd be out in public, and he would hear this, hey, Dr. Stevens, and he'd like, wait, what? I never. He was like, I'm not sure I knew my principal, let alone the superintendent, years and years ago. So that's really been kind of a fun change and perspective on this particular role and the connection to kids.
I said, I remember that day that you came and then we talked.
Yes.
And then when I pick up my kids, my youngest, who's 8, always like, how was your day? You know, in the car, just on the 5-minute ride home. And it's like, it was fine. I was like, talked to the superintendent today. And she's like, yeah, I see her. She comes and reads to us. Like, no big deal.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like, really? Like, you
know? I have a really acute story. My youngest daughter, subbing a little bit.
Okay.
First day to sub in a school. I decide to surprise the class and come see her. And I go into the classroom, and she's there. And of course, she says, Mom, do you think they're going to know you? It's elementary.
Yeah.
I walk in, and they're, Dr. Stevens, Dr. Stevens. And I could just see her eyes like, what? And then I step over, and I said, well, y'all, who's this? It's not your teacher. Oh, it's our sub. Well, what's her name? Oh, it's Miss Cooper. Oh, really? Miss Cooper. What does a sub do? They tell me. And I said, Miss Cooper, why don't you come over here and stand beside me? So we stand next to each other, and all of a sudden you watch these children
They're starting to
doing
figure it out.
ding, 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 ding. And then I said, Miss Cooper, why don't you smile? So we smiled at the same time. They couldn't up out of the seat. That is your daughter. Yes, it is my daughter. Isn't that funny?
That's hilarious. You know, it's funny because she's going to end up being the person that's recognized if she stays in education or whatever. Because I've dealt with that with Colin, where I'm out at Walmart and they're like, Mr. Shuran. I turn around and I'm like, they're talking to Colin. Yeah. They're not even talking to me anymore. I don't even know who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what are you? We talk about athletics most of the time, but we talk about other things too. But I kind of want to talk a little bit about athletics. But so, what are you most proud of when it comes to student athletics in this community?
Oh, wow!
You've had we call it it's T-Town,
Titletown, yep.
And you've been here for all this stuff. So
football, baseball, had a lot of state runs and a lot of individual and team sports. It has really been an exciting time. I come from an athletic and artistic background, so I get a lot of joy out of being in the crowd and participating and cheering on the team. So what have I been most proud of? I mean, there are certain individual games that stand out in my mind, like the softball team. It was I believe it was a year ago, might have been 2 when they were in Giles County, and it went 10 innings.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is wild.
Yep.
Listen, the soccer game the other night with Lawrence County. Bananas,
right?
Trust
me.
Hey, that's his fault.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world? This I've never seen this before.
Yes. I mean, just so some of those moments are magical. Of course, the title competitions are amazing. Mm-hmm. What I'm really proud of in terms of our student athletes is who they are, right? They are sound people who work hard at academics, but they also are skilled and talented and utilize those skills and talents on the field. And so that fills my heart and soul, because it's developing more than just I'm good at X sport or X, Y, and Z sports, right? It's really about team membership. It's about taking responsibility. It's about the effort. It's about the practice. It's about all those things that actually are going to feed into them being incredibly successful in life.
You know, it's funny you say that, because we've had a bunch of players on this show throughout this year, and they've all said the same thing. You know, it's funny that we talk to the basketball teams, and they're like, you know, we take care of each other. We're family. When we go out, we know that when we go somewhere else, we're representing Tullahoma. We're representing our coach. Yeah. And all the athletes that we talked to this year said almost the same thing.
Yeah, so, and that's magic.
Yeah, it is,
because that's where it is more than, right? But it's a lot of fun to cheer on our athletes.
Yeah, it really is.
Makes me so happy.
Really
of course,
is.
We celebrate them at board meetings and do all the good things.
Right.
They're incredible kiddos.
So how important, going with that trend, how important is it with athletics for keeping students connected and motivated in the school setting?
Yes, so that's right.
I mean, how important do you think that is? And I know it's probably more important with some kids than it is with others, but just as overall, how important is that in a school in our community like Tullahoma?
Let's remember, a student athlete is a student first.
Correct.
That's what they are first. And so their academic journey is critically important to who they are. Finding a group that they can connect with in athletics is powerful. And it does have impact and benefit to what they're doing in their classroom and learning. So it's incredibly valuable, incredibly important, that connection. But always remember, they're students first. They're athletes secondarily.
That's right.
Perfect. Was there a coach or a player that really inspired you during your time as a director?
Oh, there's so many. So, okay, that's so unfair. I mean, really.
Just remember that.
Yes,
Yeah, you just remember that.
Manchester guy.
Well, I got to know some of them really well, particularly if they were on advisory, because I have student advisory at both the middle school, the high school, and TVA. And so if they happened to be a student athlete, then I had that special draw and connection to even, step up my game and cheer for them. So Mason Bratcher and Evan Tomlin come to mind.
Blue Creek
baseball. Yeah, Xavier Farrell. I mean, there are certain students who were a part of Maggie Lynch, Avery Sisk. I could go on. There's so many.
Blue Creek one.
Oh my goodness, I'm really ding ding. Okay, very good. But There are many. There are many
Yeah.
that stand out that I feel very fortunate to have gotten to know.
What about a coach?
Have a relationship with. Well, now that's also unfair. I mean, these questions, right? Oh man. So let me just say, all the coaches are fantastic.
I like it.
However, there might be one that I have known for a long time and has a connection to our family in that our daughter, when in high school, played basketball and may have competed against him and his team, and that would be Chad Hipton.
Coach Hipton.
So we won't say favorite,
I got you.
but we will
We
say
understand.
very special connection. And it was really neat when I was able to be a part of welcoming him to our community, because finally I could cheer for him and not against him.
He does a good job too.
He
And,
does.
You know, one of the cool things that Cody and I liked about Chad is that, you know, we've been announcing the games for 2 years, and Chad would ask us, like he would say his film review didn't end at just watching it on. He'd ask us, you know, because we got a bird's eye view, and he's like, "What'd you guys see? What'd you think?" And so we give him some. You know, I think that's the sign of a great coach too.
He wanted another opinion.
That's right.
Because like he said to me one night, he's like, I just get focused on one thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, you guys are calling it, but you have to. And he's like, and I ask other people, but because he goes, I know my personality, and if I get fixated on one thing, that's what I'm going to look at.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was fun, but it helped us too.
Yeah.
It gave us insight into what was going on, and then, you know, he would open up more, and Coach Welch going to open up no matter what.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
never a problem.
Yeah.
That
So,
wasn't a problem.
but it was cool because I felt like when you do it, you start listening to other people and calling games, and you're just like, well, we seem to know a little bit, just insider info, and it was neat that a lot of coaches won't open up like that.
Right.
I mean, that's just a kind of a coaching thing. Like, you don't know, you're not getting anything in mind.
And coaches play such a powerful role in the lives of student athletes. You know, they're helping mold their character, their skill set, and they're really investing in them. And so they are magic in terms of what they do for our students and for our athletes.
Absolutely.
I really love them all.
That's a great answer. That's a great
Ding,
answer.
ding, ding,
I like
ding,
it.
ding. It's true.
We're going to go to commercial here in a second, so we probably have time for one more question. What you got, Cody?
Well, I had a big one, but I'll try to narrow it down.
Okay,
Oh, feeling the pressure.
What's one thing as a superintendent that you're not going to miss?
Oh, what about those snow days? Don't know that I will miss that. Didn't I have to worry about dunking?
Oh yeah,
Dunking could predict a
it
snow
did.
day?
It actually did. Last year,
my
it was
goodness.
spot on, and Cody and I talked about how it was scientific. I mean, there was
It
some.
happened to me.
Yeah, I mean.
And then they would call which athlete I had to watch to make sure there could be a snow day. So, yes, I will not miss that.
Okay.
Yeah, dunks equals snow days.
That was actually an easy question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, good.
Well, don't forget, when we come back, you'll have about 20 minutes with us to call. If anybody wants to call, 393-0081. You don't have to, but hey, it'd be great to hear from you. And we'll be back in just a minute.
Middle Tennessee is one of the fastest growing spots in the country, and I would love to help you make a move here. I work with buyers and sellers all across Middle Tennessee, and what my clients value most is that I dig in, do the work, and give them clear answers to every real estate question. If you're planning on making a move, call or text me anytime.
K&S Awards has helped Tullahoma adult and youth athletes celebrate sports for 45 years. by supplying the area's largest selection of trophies and plaques, plus corporate awards engraved in glass, plastic, and crystal. K&S stocks gift items and figurines for almost every sport. K&S also does jewelry engraving, sandblasting, wood engraving, like Grandma's favorite recipe on a cutting board. They custom make badges, desk and nameplate signs, panel and photo frame tags, rubber signature and self-inking staffs, bronze signs, yard signs, and banners. Now offering custom framing as well. When you take that trophy-winning picture, 30 years of framing experience makes K&S your one-stop celebration shop for all your keepsake needs. Stop by and see Alan and Jeannie Rogers at KS Awards, 510 Country Club Drive in Tullahoma, or call 931-455-7359.
Are you looking for that special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soups, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch and served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats. From milkshakes to sundaes, the Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Mick and Mac Show and always enjoys celebrating the success of Tullahoma athletes.
HostMy provides modern phone systems with mobile integration, HIPAA-ready business texting, and digital faxing solutions. More importantly, we offer dedicated U.S.-based support, transparent billing, and unparalleled reliability. Call 931-581-4411 today and partner with the best.
Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and Southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Welcome back to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. We're here with Dr. Stevens. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm having a good time.
We love it. It flies by. We're going to get to the end. We're like, man, I wish we had more time.
Yeah, I like figuring out how you pick the questions. I've learned so much already off air. So if ever you want to know how they create these questions, I got it.
Yeah, you can call in too and ask if you want to. It doesn't matter to me.
can.
393-0081 if anybody wants to call. But a lot of good stuff. We've talked about education. We talked about sports. We're going to keep that conversation rolling. And one thing I want to know is, what is something that the public doesn't realize about running a school system?
Oh, wow. It is such a complex role as you're trying to lead a district and organization that is spread out into so many places. You've got all these buildings of schools, and then you have other off-site locations. So it's managing the systems, right? It is, every day is different. You try to plan some things that you aspire to achieve or do, and working at a district level, how unpredictable a day can be. It's exciting because of that. That is true, but it is really difficult. Why? Because we serve and support students and families, and there are challenges and complexities with all those things. Our heart is to serve and to make a positive, profound difference in the lives of children. And of course, in Tullahoma, we're serving 6 weeks old through little cats all the way through high school. Yeah.
I always love the question when I would get, and I get this every once in a while, somebody says, what's your day? What's your average day like? And I'm
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
what are you talking about?
Yes.
I've never even seen an average. I haven't seen an average day in 20 years. So
Yes, yes. And there are days that I feel like all I've done is this.
yeah,
You know, just that feeling that you're
Yeah.
moving so fast and there's so much happening and you're trying to keep your wits about you.
I like to blow the middle school kids' minds when they're like, I mean, why do you want to teach? Why do you want to teach? Why do you want to be? I said, well, you guys are part of it. I said, yes, I come to the same building every day. But I said, every day is different.
It
And I
is.
said, you don't know.
Yeah.
And there's
It
some
is.
good and there's some bad. But I was like, there's not many jobs where it's going to be different every
Yes,
day.
absolutely.
When you're going to the same environment every day.
And
it can be
I
different.
was probably like you all, I was called to teach. You know, I knew that was what I was going to be. And it's because of a middle school teacher that I had, Mr. Lehman, who really poured into me, believed in me. And I felt and experienced what it's like to have one teacher, make such a difference in your life and change your trajectory. And so I knew, boy, I would love to be able to do that, to influence the lives of young people and make a difference in one. And so that's why I became a teacher. And I just thought, you know, that's where I'm going to be and stay forever because I love teaching. I'm still a teacher at heart. But as I progressed in my career, what I learned as a teacher was, you know, that the principal really sets the tone for a school. And there's this ripple effect that translates from a principal and leadership into teachers down to students. And all of a sudden you can impact more students.
right.
And honestly, I thought that's where I was going to stop because I loved it. I was greeting kids every day. And I was a principal of a very large school in Murfreesboro. I had over 1,000 students in my K-6 campus. Loved every minute, knew everybody's name, all the students' names. Just thought that was it. I've reached the pinnacle. And as I became more invested in principalship, I realized, now it's interesting. There are district leaders who, again, have this ripple effect, strong leaders, sound leaders, highly effective leaders, really influence principals who influence teachers, who influence students.
It's just a
that's,
domino.
Yes. And so that's when I progressed into district leadership as assistant superintendent. And again, once there, I thought, voila, I've made it. I'm so happy. I love what I'm doing. I'm influencing teaching and learning. I'm influencing school leaders and having such a tremendous impact. And I know that impact's going down to the most important person, students.
Yeah.
And then I realized one more time, there is this
Something
district
else.
leader, right? The superintendent who, much like a principal, sets the tone. And we have a phone call.
We have a phone call.
This-
He's got to screen it first. So
This is so exciting.
it is exciting.
But I agree with what you said. The one, and I remember telling him in 2012, and he's like, well, you have a master's almost plus 30. He's like, is admin something you want to go into? And I said, no. I said, I'm not a big fan of it because I always thought administration always takes the best teachers out of the classroom. You know, and there's a call for them where they're needed, but I'm like, those are great teachers. I mean, good teachers that are, and I was like, I want to be in the classroom. I think that's where I'd be most beneficial. And I told him multiple times, he's like, you thought about doing this or doing that? I'm like, I think middle school is where I'm needed. And, you know, you know where you're needed, and you were needed as keep rising up and super.
But I still love being in the classroom.
I know.
I'll go in elementary classrooms, middle school classrooms, high school, and I'll teach. And I just love it.
That's what I was going to say. The same thing is that, you know, people ask me, what do you do? Because we have rough days. I mean, there's days where you know, people think we don't do anything, but there's days where it really is stressful. It's rough, and people say, what do you do when times are rough? I'm like, I go to schools.
Absolutely.
I go to schools and I get in that kindergarten classroom, or whatever that EL classroom, and try to speak Spanish with them, and it's fun. I mean, that's where you get your energy reboost.
Yes, and it's your why. It reminds you, this is why I started this career 37 years ago. And the joy for me is I still love every minute of it. I still love every minute of it. And what a great way to exit your career is being joyful and happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you want to hit that red light right there,
I'm so excited.
And you can add, you say welcome, whatever you want to do. It's all you.
Welcome to the Mick and Mac Show. This is their special guest, Dr. Stevens. Caller, you're on.
That was perfect.
What are y'all doing tonight?
So they drug me here, and no, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's all right. Let's be truthful here.
but I did get a really nice sweatshirt with my
love
call
it.
phrase.
I love it.
Whoop, whoop. I love it. So
well,
what?
I'll let y'all know now that when she came to interview, while I was school board chairman, she took 2 steps into the room and had completely taken over the room. So if I was y'all, I'd be real careful that she didn't turn it. We may take over the show and replace Mick and Mac with Katrine and the Dream.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I like that. I like
Wait
that.
a minute.
I like that.
I hear a name. The Cat and Pat Show.
Oh, the Cat and Pat. Oh,
Okay.
that may be you may be onto something.
In retirement live, Cat and Pat Show.
Well, Mr. Welch, you got any questions for Dr. Stevens while you got her on the line? Anything we need to talk about?
No, I thought all y'all need to do is heap accolades on her. She's reigned over the best athletic period in Tullahoma history.
That's what we said. We already said that one. Mm-hmm. Well, and Cody asked me today. He said, we're gonna come up with some questions. I said, we probably just need to ask one question, and she'll take it from there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and Pat knows at Rotary periodically when I address the group, I may take credit for all the successes of our athletes, because it is interesting that it's timed with my arrival here. I mean, it could be that we have great athletes. It could be that we have great coaches, but I don't know. There's this one
Be a
thing.
great superintendent.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be real good school board members.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There you go.
I love it. A little mic drop right there.
Hey, Pat, we were talking a little bit
Yes,
a while ago about being educators who were called to do what they were doing. Do you remember the nickname that Pastor Alex gave me when I was principal at West?
Called and ordained principal.
There you go. Yeah. He said I was the called and ordained principal.
I love it.
So,
That's right.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it.
hey, appreciate you calling.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
But wait a minute.
I really appreciate your guest.
Hey, hang on one second. I have a question
Okay.
for you, sir.
Uh-oh.
I don't need that.
You don't.
All right.
It
What?
doesn't take a whole lot of intelligence to reply to, does it?
No. Are you?
No, she's been
you're
talking to us.
So successful. What is your favorite memory of the last 6 years while I have been here as director of schools?
Well, I could tell you, I could be honest or I could be politically correct. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, good.
The interception in overtime.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was magic.
We were there in Chattanooga.
That was pretty amazing. I would totally agree.
That was amazing. It may have brought some tears
And
to eyes.
there were people around me that had no idea what the rules were in overtime, and it took a little while for it to sink in.
Yeah.
They didn't know whether it won, if it one lost or a draw.
Yeah.
I love it. That was a good answer.
That was a good
Great
answer.
answer.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all be good.
All right.
Got him. Good call.
That was exciting.
Good call.
All right,
I like
so
answering that.
what do you hope your legacy will be?
So I hope my legacy is grounded in students and everyone thinking that was the absolute focus this whole 6 years. And there's no question of that. And that should continue to always be the focus at all levels. I think that's very unique when a superintendent really steps forward with that focus and lives that out.
Yeah.
And I certainly hope people observe that in me, that I was very student focused, visible and present throughout these 6 years.
You talked about going into the class. We talked about going into classrooms and recharge and stuff like that. That not only recharges the students, and it recharges the adults in that building too, which it directly impacts those students. When they see us, district folks in the building, then it gives them a little bit of a feeling that we're in the trenches with them. And I think I think that kudos to you for doing that
We
as well.
don't call it the trenches anymore. It's
Oh,
the front
we can't-
line.
oh,
You two have been out of the game
that's
for too
it.
long. It's front lines.
All right.
Hey, we got another one. Go for it.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, thanks for calling the Mick and Mac Show. This is Dr. Stevens. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Dr. Stevens. Man, I feel like I'm talking to CBS here.
Hey, she's so much better at that than we are.
Whoa.
I think with retirement, I could take this on as a job. Just answer the phone.
Oh, I love it.
I'm here for it.
Well, Sarah and I are out here on the porch here watching the Braves, but we flipped over to channel 6, and by George, Mick and Mac are on again. And this is the reason why. This is what's so good about the Mick and Mac Show. It gives me and others an opportunity to thank you, Dr. Stevens, for your contribution to our community all these many years.
Thank you.
What a great asset you have been.
I have loved every minute, and I greatly appreciate those words. They mean a lot to me.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, Mick and Mac.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
see you, Coach. Another great
That's
call.
awesome.
We're getting close. We got 5 minutes left, so if anybody wants to call, they better do it now because we're gonna.
And I want to just answer one more time.
Yeah,
This
somebody's
is
got
so
to call.
fun.
Somebody's got to call.
Yes.
What advice are you giving Dr. Norris right now?
So I'm very fortunate that Dr. Norris and I have worked together for 6 years. You know, when I first got here and approached the board about the need for a deputy director to really think about succession planning, to think about someone needs to be able to step into this role who knows it well. What a blessing that's been, right? And to do the work we've done together for 6 years, because she has been an integral part of everything. So partners in the work. So I've been really giving advice along the way, because if you believe in building capacity, which I do, you build leaders from within and you build them up. You do give advice. But now, as we think about that transition for her becoming the director of schools, the big advice is to stay grounded in what you believe, what your philosophy is, and always keep centered on students first. Make decisions with that as your core belief, core focus. You will sleep well at night when your head hits the pillow. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Really to just stay there, rest there, lean in there, and all will be okay.
Well, it reminds me the day that we talked at West and I left and I said, and I was walking back down to the gym and I was like, it reminds me of a head coach who has a top assistant that's coming in, and leaders just don't, it's hard, and we can say the politically correct thing or we can say the truth, and the truth is leaders want to see that person coming behind them succeed off of the foundation that you've laid.
That's exactly right.
And and so you're going to do everything you can because
100%.
You've done all the hard work.
Yes.
Laid it all down, and it's like I got to have them prepared. And and I mean we very few, low percentage of people are like, I hope it fails. So everyone, I don't. True leaders want to see the success.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we have moments together where we're talking about transition, and I think it's 89 items to go over with her. Just 89. It's not that many. Come
At least
on.
it's not 90.
Yeah, that's right. And as soon as I hit that, we're in trouble. But where we talk about some of these things, and it is about creating success and ensuring. And the other thing is, I'm a champion for her as the next superintendent, and I want the absolute best for her. She is exceptional, and she is going to do incredible things, but you're exactly right. I look forward to changing my position, to cheering everyone on, her on as the leader, but watching the students continue to flourish, the teachers and staff continue to thrive, and just to see all the good things come.
And be honest, you got skin in the game. You got grandchildren that are coming through, so you want it to.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And so that's a big thing.
That's right.
That can't go unnoticed. So I told you that day. I think that she's lucky that because I didn't know what you were doing until you told me, and I said she's lucky to have someone that she can go to, like that just is right there.
Yeah.
And has been in those shoes.
Yes.
And probably like. We talked at the beginning when you came on, the hardest part, like the COVID aspect. So everything from there is probably going to be, challenging, but not something like that, we hope.
That's right.
Again.
And the special thing about Tullahoma is the community of Tullahoma loves its schools, invests in the students, supports athletics. And so she has all that going with her. That's one of the reasons we're here and our adult children are here.
Yeah.
We want to invest and be a part of a community permanently that aligns with the way we believe, which is to rally around the schools and the students within the schools and those leading the schools.
I was at a local restaurant the other day, and the owner, he knew me from his kids going through the school system. His grandkids are going through the school system.
Yeah.
And he talked about that very thing about this community. He said he talked about a doctor friend that he had from Williamson County or Nashville or somewhere that was trying to find a private school, and his statement was, you don't need a private school. Move to Tullahoma.
Exactly.
You're going to get that experience. You're going to get a solid education. And so the guy took his word on it. He was shocked by how
amazing what we have to offer here, from a virtual academy with specific courses that are so unique here in Tullahoma. We really work hard to match students with their interests, to get them on the right pathway, because we really want them to be successful in life post high school. And everybody's invested in that journey, and they're excited about it, excited about being a part of watching a student flourish. I mean, it's the greatest career to be in.
So I know the answer to this because she has told me.
I think I know this too.
Yeah, but tell everyone out there, the last question, what are your retirement plans?
There's lots of plans. Travel, lots of travel, and grandchildren, family. You know, my family has invested in me and my career, and my daughters and our sons-in-law, our grandkids have been a part of the journey. We want to give back to them and be there for them. I may have a book or two floating around in my brain,
Rise and fall of Mick and Mac.
Maybe the folks will be on the fall. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, but you know, I'm creative. You know, I like to write poetry, even if it's, you know, a little basic. But I write poems, and I share those poems with employees a lot of times throughout the year. So there may be a book of poetry. There may be a book of leadership.
I'll buy it.
Could be a memoir. I don't know. It's all in here.
You'll have it signed, and if they'll have us back, we'll put it right here.
Okay. I love it.
I can't think of a better person to end the season with than you. So we're very appreciative of you taking the time to join us. I know you got a lot of things going on to join silly old Mick and Mac, you know, talking about whatever, but we do appreciate you coming here. It was a treat for us.
And what, I mean, look, who on earth would have thought to give me the Mick and Mac whoop whoop?
It may go on sale next year.
And then I can autograph
It's a hot item.
We want to thank our sponsors, Grand Lux Inn, Payless Auto, Fuel So Good, K&S Trophies, Hard Rock Tattoos, the Sundrop Shop, Tullahoma Lanes, and Shuran Wagner with Exit Realty. Coach Mac, there's a rumor that there may be some stuff going on with Mick and Mac this summer, so stay tuned on socials. Stay tuned on the socials. We may get some stuff going on, but we appreciate everybody listening, and the season was awesome, and we're glad y'all tuned in. We'll see you soon.